Welcome back. Massive ruckus in Parliament over the Mamta versus CBI fight as the West Bengal Chief Minister continues with her dharna on day 2 against CBI officials in connection with the chit fund scam investigation. Trinamool Congress MPs, they indulged in massive sloganeering accusing the BJP of indulging in political vendetta. In fact, the Home Minister Rajnath Singh also launched a very sharp counter on Mamta Banerjee, accusing Mamta Banerjee of shielding the corrupt and also shielding those accused in the Sharda chit fund scam. Now, this after the CBI moved the Supreme Court against Mamta Banerjee's government and the Kolkata police. Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi has now asked the probe agency to provide the evidence. Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi said that if the CBI's charge against the Kolkata's top cop of tampering with evidence in the chit fund scam probe is proved, then the Supreme Court will take a very strict action. Representing the CBI was Solicitor General in court, who said that the Kolkata top cop Rajiv Kumar is a potential accused in the chit fund case and is possibly tampering with evidence related to the entire investigation. The CBI is probing the case of missing documents related to the chit fund scam case. CBI has claimed that Rajiv Kumar is allegedly in possession of those documents and had ignored repeated summons. Munish Pandey joins us for more on this. Munish, but if the Kolkata's top police commissioner, who's believed to be an upright, no-nonsense officer, had ignored the previous summons, why wasn't action not taken earlier? Why has the fact that Mr. Rajiv Kumar has remained evasive and has been refusing to respond to the summons been taken so lightly by the CBI?
Yeah, well, the CBI maintains that since last year, August, they have been writing letters to the DGP of West Bengal and they have served several summons to Rajiv Kumar in this case. Now, CBI maintains that there are a few documents, including electronic evidence, which has been not submitted by the then SIT headed by Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar. CBI also maintains that possibly Rajiv Kumar is a person who was heading the SIT then, and he has refused to join the investigation because probably he has manipulated the evidences and he may have destroyed the evidence. That is why the new CBI director is taking a meeting with the senior officials so that they can prepare a list and they can prepare a reply to which will be submitted before the Supreme Court tomorrow, listing the documents and evidences which has been possibly destroyed by Rajiv Kumar. So as of now, CBI maintains that Rajiv Kumar is a potential accused who may have manipulated the evidence, who may have destroyed the evidence, and after several attempts, when he never appeared before the CBI, that is when CBI finally decided to examine him at his residence. And yesterday when 5 officials went to his residence, you saw that how they were detained and there was massive face-off between CBI against Kolkata police and West Bengal government.
Absolutely. The Home Minister has himself called it unprecedented, and we are seeing the kind of crisis brewing in Kolkata, with the Chief Minister herself sitting on this dharna for the second consecutive day. But tell me something, Munish, it's an uphill task for the new CBI director also, who's just a few moments ago taken over. Has he been apprised of the situation? Has he been given a report of what happened in Kolkata last night?
Yeah, well, as we speak, there is a meeting underway between the new CBI Director Rishi Kumar Shukla and the senior officials of Central Bureau of Investigation. Now, this meeting also includes the officers who are probing this Sharda chit fund case. Now, he has been given a report on what exactly happened yesterday and also about the status of the case. How many statements have been recorded, including a document which consists a list of evidences which have been not submitted before the Central Bureau of Investigation by the then SIT. Also, okay, it has a list of the electronic evidences which the CBI suspect that that has been destroyed by the Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar. Now, again, there will be a meeting with the new CBI director and law officers of Central Bureau of Investigation, and accordingly there will be a reply filed by the CBI. So as far as the new CBI director is concerned, remember first time he is serving in the Central Bureau of Investigation. He has not handled any anti-corruption cases, but as far as the investigative cases are concerned, he has an experience of 177 months. So probably he is on his toes to tackle the situation and take
Yes.
Mamata Banerjee head on in this case. Back to you.
Absolutely. Stay on with me. There seems to be no end to the Modi government versus Mamata Banerjee face-off. The Bengal Chief Minister is presently sitting on a dharna against the Modi government. She claims that the government is scared of the various welfare schemes that has been introduced by her government, and therefore that they are using the CBI to target her. Mamata Banerjee has also accused the centre of assaulting democracy. She's even accused them of pursuing vendetta politics against her. Unprecedented drama erupted in West Bengal yesterday when Mamata Banerjee began her dharna against the Modi government. This after CBI officials had reached Kolkata top police commissioner Rajiv Kumar's residence. They were there to question him, to probe him in connection with the Sharda chit fund scam. The accused top cop, Rajiv Kumar, is also sitting on the dharna with the Bengal chief minister. In fact, all TMC leaders, including Farhad Hakim, shielded Mamata Banerjee, saying that the state government will also hold a cabinet meeting from the dharna site.
পশ্চিমবঙ্গ সরকারের প্রত্যেকটা ইনস্টিটিউশন নরেন্দ্র মোদী সরকার রাজনৈতিকভাবে ক্ষমতা কুক্ষিগত করার জন্য এক ধ্বংসাত্মক মনোবৃত্তি নিয়ে এমনকি প্রশাসনের যারা প্রশাসনের কাজ করে তাদের ওপর পর্যন্ত প্রতিহিংসা করার রাজনীতির আবির্ভাব করেছে। এটা 5 বছর ধরে চলছে। অনেকেই দেখতে পাচ্ছেন সারা ভারতবর্ষ জুড়ে, কিন্তু ভয়ে অনেকে কথা বলতে পারেন না, তার কারণ আজকে মানুষের গণতান্ত্রিক অধিকারকে কেড়ে নিয়েছে মোদী সরকার।
कोई व्यक्तिगत किसी के लिए नहीं, एक पुलिस कमिश्नर है। आप पुलिस कमिश्नर के घर में कैसे जा सकते हैं विदाउट वारंट? आप पुलिस कमिश्नर को अगर वो परसों कोई दूसरा ये करके आप पुलिस कमिश्नर को अगर उसका खुद का प्रोटेक्शन नहीं है तो क्या भरोसा में सारा शहर रहेगा?
सीबीआई जो कर रहा है नहीं कर रहा है, हमको कुछ बात बोलना है। वो सीबीआई नहीं है, वो अमित शाह मोदी का तोता है।
Let me go straight across now to Indrajit Kundu for more on this. Indrajit, the politics really heating up in the state of Bengal. Mamata Banerjee on day 2 of a dharna. But tell me something, while Mamata Banerjee is accusing the government of pursuing political vendetta against her, one didn't see this kind of a response or reaction from her or her party when the other MPs, including Tapas Paul and Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, were arrested in the chit fund scam. So why is it that the Kolkata Police Commissioner is so important in this case, and Mamata Banerjee in fact is putting up a very strong defense for him?
Well, Avantika, the Kolkata Police Commissioner is very, very crucial in this entire investigation simply because of the fact that the state government had formed a special investigation team to probe the Sharda chit fund scam, and the Kolkata Police Commissioner was a part of it. And the allegation is that during his tenure as member of the SIT, he destroyed crucial evidence. We are now joined by senior Trinamool Congress leader Madan Mitra. Sir, tell us, there are allegations against the CBI by your party that the CBI is being used as political vendetta. Why do you say so?
It's very unfortunate. It's really very unfortunate that not the CBI, but as directed by Modi, CBI is playing a double standard game. While they are chasing all the TMC leaders every time, harassing even Manik Mojumdar, who is just a personal assistant to our Supremo Mamata Banerjee. They even try to crash the gate of the police commissioner in the evening of a Sunday. But why they are not arresting or calling or investigating Mukul Roy, who was the champion of all the stories, as mentioned earlier in all the news medias. He is seen with the Prime Minister. Sitting just beside the Prime Minister, he is an CBI accused. And Prime Minister is allowing him to sit beside him.
So you're questioning the credibility of the Prime Minister, who says that he is a chowkidar.
So, is he protecting those persons who are also CBI accused, but they are in the party of BJP? They are safe.
So are you suggesting that the CBI is deliberately going slow on the likes of Mukul Roy because they have joined BJP?
Yes, and this is their tactics. That this is a pressure that under compulsion everybody should join BJP. We will die. Cowards die many times before their death. Heroes die once. We will not join BJP. But it's very unfortunate. You must understand that Narendranath Modi is a temporary thing. Tomorrow it will be changed. But the government will remain. Constitution will remain. The stature and the height of CBI will remain. The same agency is doing a double standard game. They are going to the house of the police commissioner and they are allowing Mukul Roy to sit beside the Prime Minister. Why don't they arrest? I demand as a CBI accused. There was an investigation against me also. We were harassed. So is it the democracy or is it emergency going on?
So you are saying you were put behind bars, Tapas Paul has been put behind bars, Shrudeep Bandyopadhyay has been put behind bars, whereas...
A lot of people of us, like Shubhendu, Shogat Rai, everybody were harassed. Everybody, Kakori Ghosh, Firad Hakim, who not? But why not Mukul Roy?
Is there still an apprehension that other Trinamool leaders might be put behind bars before election?
That is their headache. We are not bothered. But why not Mukul Roy? Just because that he is in BJP. It's very unfortunate.
Okay, so there you have it, Avantika. Clear allegation coming in from the Trinamool Congress. Once the right-hand man of the Trinamool Congress Supremo, Mukul Roy, considered to be the closest to Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee, now that he has switched sides, joined the BJP, the Trinamool Congress is alleging, why has he been given a clean sheet? Why is it that the CBI is going slow as far as investigation related to Mukul Roy is concerned? Why is he being not examined? And why is it that the Prime Minister is sitting next to Mukul Roy while addressing rallies or events here in West Bengal? Back to you.
All right, Indujit, thanks so much for joining us. Gaurav Sawant also joins us. He is in fact at the Dharna site where the Chief Minister has been on Dharna for the last 2 days. Gaurav, we have seen how the Trinamool Congress and the BJP have been engaging in pitch battles on numerous issues. But Mamta Banerjee taking on the centre, accusing them of staging a coup, calling it a super emergency, is probably taking the fight to another level. This power battle really getting intense, and this incident being the latest flashpoint between the two parties.
Just look at the signboard right behind me. It now says Save India. So that's the signboard that's just been put up by the Trinamool Congress here at the venue of Mamta Banerjee's protests to save the constitution, as she puts it. And she's been regularly briefing her party cadre who are here in numbers. Just now, like for example, she said that, Mehbooba Mufti has called me, she's spoken to me, she's extended her support. MK Stalin has called up, he's extended his support. Also telling her cadre not to burn effigies of the Prime Minister or the BJP, saying this isn't political, this isn't a political fight, this is a fight to save the constitution. So while in the run-up to the 2019 elections, and remember today is also the budget day in West Bengal, so there's a cabinet meeting. So the West Bengal cabinet will meet right here at this Dharna spot moments from now, and that is why the stage is also being made bigger and bigger, virtually by the hour. And that is where the cabinet will meet. Then the budget will be decided, and she's giving highlights, to people here, saying I've done so much for farmers, whether it's 5,000 rupees for them, those who have 1 acre of land, or other benefits that she's provided to them. So in a way, this is all in the run-up to the 2019 elections, where
Absolutely.
she's saying, one, save democracy, two, that she's the only alternative as far as Bengal is concerned.
But tell me something, I'm going to ask you two quick questions, Gaurav. First of all, you have the Trinamool Congress who's accusing the BJP of engineering trouble in the state. But the point is, why can't the CBI not question the Kolkata's police commissioner? He, after all, had headed the SIT probe when the Rose Valley and chit fund scam had surfaced in 2013. And if he had all that important evidence as claimed by the CBI, why didn't the CBI not act sooner when he had been ignoring all of the summons that were being sent to him over the last 2 years?
You know, Avantika, yesterday we put this question to the then interim, CBI director, Nageshwar Rao, and he was very clear that the CBI had repeatedly been writing to the West Bengal government. They'd written to the DGP even in August 2018, and India Today has accessed that letter. There are several other communications to the state government that they're talking about, and they are saying that the police commissioner, Rajiv Kumar, who after being SIT chief of the Sharda scam went on to become the police commissioner of Kolkata, he just kept ignoring these summons or these notices of the Central Bureau of Investigation, and it's only after that, again, that is something that they'll have to prove in court, that when there was apprehension that he could be destroying evidence, and evidence that CBI claimed was never submitted to them, though as SIT chief he had that evidence. And yesterday Nageshwar Rao went on record to say, so whether it was computers, computer hard disks, call data recorders, voice data recorders and so on, I mean, he gave out an entire list.
Right.
He said none of that was submitted to the CBI, and now is the apprehension that all of that could be destroyed. But what is the current apprehension? They'll have to submit in Supreme Court tomorrow.
Very interesting. Yes, the matter comes up for hearing in the Supreme Court. Gaurav, keep a close track. It's an important day in Kolkata politics. The Chief Minister, she's been sitting on a dharna for the last 2 days. Opposition parties, meanwhile, have come together. They have extended their support to Mamta Banerjee in her fight against the CBI. Trinamool Congress MPs entered the well of the House, and they have now demanded this discussion on the CBI matter. Congress has demanded the issue be raised during question hour. However, the Speaker has denied their request. On the other hand, Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2 in the afternoon following ruckus that derailed proceedings in the House. Meanwhile, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has spoken to various opposition leaders. He, in fact, is building support, and most of the opposition leaders have already spoken on the phone to work out a strategy to corner the government for its alleged high-handed behavior towards the opposition parties in the country.
देखो, ये पहली दफ़ा नहीं है कि केंद्रीय सरकार सीबीआई को इस्तेमाल कर रही है अपने राजनीतिक विरोधी जो दल हैं, चाहे वो राष्ट्रीय स्तर पे हों या राज्य स्तर पे हों, उनको डिमोलिश करने के लिए, उनको ख़त्म करने के लिए। और पूरे 5 साल ये प्रयास केंद्रीय सरकार, भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार का रहा, और जब इलेक्शन में अब 1 महीना भी नहीं रहा अनाउंस होने को, तो ये अपनी हरकतों से बाज नहीं आते हैं।
ममता जी के साथ अन्याय हुआ है और लगातार उन्हें अपमानित करने के लिए सीबीआई और सीबीआई के माध्यम से उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई हुई है। उन्हीं के पार्टी के नेता बीजेपी ने शामिल किए। ये बीजेपी की कूटनीति है। उत्तर प्रदेश में भी इसी तरह किया था। बहुजन समाज पार्टी के लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन बड़े बड़े नेताओं को अपनी पार्टी में शामिल करके दूसरों को अपमानित, दूसरों को बेइज्जत और कैसे उन्हें घेरा जाए। सवाल लोकतंत्र में यह है कि मुद्दों पे बहस होगी। राजनीति को इस स्तर पे लाने का काम अगर किसी ने किया है तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोगों ने किया है।
We have been all along fighting against the policies pursued by West Bengal state government, and we have been fighting against the style of functioning of West Bengal Chief Minister. Despite all these things, we completely disapprove what center is doing today. We strongly deplore what center is doing today. Center is undermining all institutions on one hand. On the other hand, it is using all the agencies against other political parties.
देखिए, कोलकाता में जो भी कुछ हो रहा है वो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। ऐसी स्थिति पहले कभी नहीं आई जब सीबीआई जांच करने के लिए पहुंचे और पुलिस से उनकी आमना सामना मुठभेड़ हो। और मैं समझता हूँ उसके लिए वर्तमान सरकार, प्रधानमंत्री जी दोषी हैं।
No, the use of CBI by the central government is unprecedented, I can say, because see, when an officer of the state government has to be questioned, they should seek the permission of the government, first thing. Secondly, what was the case against the CP, why 5 people, so much people from CBI should go to the state? See, the only thing recently which had happened recently in Kolkata is the Mahagathbandhan, the rally of the opposition parties.
We are extending our solidarity on behalf of the Telugu Desam Party to Mamata ji. Definitely we fight against undemocratic, arrogant union government which is leading by Narendra Modi ji. It is time to save our nation from this kind of arrogance. Save India, save democracy will be continued, and Mahagathbandhan will become very strong.
People can't be befooled like this, that how do you use CBI as your paid servant? The offense has been committed long ago. The commissioner has been occupying his position. He did not come to his position just yesterday or day before yesterday. He is there for quite some time. You just come in some night, some evening, rush to him, his house, want to just question him, pick him up, etc. without leave of the state authorities.
देखिए, केंद्र सरकार ने जो कुछ भी पश्चिम बंगाल में किया है वो बेहद खतरनाक है, संविधान के खिलाफ है, जनतंत्र के खिलाफ है, और इस तरह के कदम भारत देश के लिए बहुत बड़ा खतरा है। प्रधानमंत्री जी ये दिखाना चाह रहे हैं कि वो भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ रहे हैं। पहली बात तो मैं उनसे ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि पश्चिम बंगाल के पुलिस कमिश्नर के यहाँ बिना वारंट के 40 सीबीआई अफसरों के उनके घर में घुसना संविधान और कानून के खिलाफ है। भ्रष्टाचार से अगर वो लड़ना चाहते हैं, उन्होंने नीरव मोदी को क्यों भगाया देश से? उन्होंने विजय माल्या को क्यों भगाया देश से? प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज तक राफेल की 36,000 करोड़ का घोटाला, जिसमें 500 करोड़ का जहाज 1,500 करोड़ में खरीदा, उस घोटाले की आज तक जांच क्यों नहीं की गई? उनको केवल अपने विरोधियों के ऊपर ही सीबीआई छोड़ दी, ईडी छोड़ दी, इनकम टैक्स छोड़ दी। मेरे ऊपर 33 केस कर रखे हैं इन्होंने। मेरे घर के ऊपर पुलिस की रेड कराई प्रधानमंत्री जी ने। मेरे बेडरूम के अंदर पहुंच गई दिल्ली पुलिस, मेरी किचन के अंदर, रसोई के अंदर पहुंच गई दिल्ली पुलिस। बताओ मैंने कौन सा भ्रष्टाचार किया था? हमारी दिल्ली की एंटी करप्शन ब्रांच को भी, जैसे आज इन्होंने पश्चिम बंगाल के कलकत्ता के पुलिस कमिश्नर को घेरने की कोशिश की, आज से 4 साल पहले प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने दिल्ली की एंटी करप्शन ब्रांच को पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस भेज के बिल्डिंग घेर ली उनकी। तो पूरे के पूरे देश के संघीय ढांचे के ऊपर ये प्रहार है। हर राज्य के अंदर लोगों ने चुन के सरकार भेजी है, उस चुनी हुई सरकार का अपना दायरा है। अगर इस तरह से केंद्र सरकार के पूरी मशीनरी को दुरुपयोग करके प्रधानमंत्री जी किसी भी सीबीआई को भेज देंगे, इनकम टैक्स को भेज देंगे, ईडी को भेज देंगे, वहां की मशीनरी को ध्वस्त कर देंगे, वहां के अफसरों को डराने की कोशिश करेंगे, लोकल पुलिस को डराने की कोशिश करेंगे, ये देश नहीं बचने वाला।
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.